Hello.
Hello.
Firstly, we will congratulate you on your 2 wins this week. It was really amazing. A year ago in Engelberg, you were the top of the podium in the Continental Cup for the first time. And this year you won twice. Can you tell this hill is your favorite, and how do you feel after this competition?
This competition, or the whole weekend, was just amazing. And yeah, it seems to be one of my favorite hills, but Zakopane is still the best.
Yeah, Zakopane is so good.
Yeah.
Okay, and we have seen that after these competitions, you are leading in the Continental Cup in overall. And how do you feel about it?
It's really cool, and yeah, I'm really looking forward to be able to use Yellow Bib in Planets next week, and yeah, it's just really cool to have it and to wear it. It's something special.
And do you think you are able to fight for the place in the team for World Cup?
I hope so. There is this one quota spot that's how can I say it, like now for the competition in Engelberg and plans the next weekend, there's going to be a quota spot for the next 4 weeks in the World Cup, and that is the main goal right now, and yeah, hopefully World Cup after Planets.
And maybe now let's move on to what happening now, and you go to Zakopane on 30 March last year when you set an unofficial record for the hill in Zakopane. Yeah. And how did, from your perspective,
How it was?
maybe is how did you feel from your perspective, this jump?
It's quite a time ago, but I remember the adrenaline and the feelings. It was just overwhelming. It's there was so much pressure and so much wind, and it was crazy far.
Yeah. And how do you feel about the fact that so many people on the road, the world started to associate with you after the jump?
Yeah, of course, it's cool to be known for something like that, but yeah, it's, as I said, it's one of the coolest things I've done. So yeah.
Okay, so another question is about your life record. I remind you, it's 243.5 meters. And how does it feel to have such a good record?
Of course, it's amazing, and I don't know, I think it's like not too many people that have jumped further. So of course it's really cool, but yeah, I wanted to jump longer, and that's the goal for this season. So we'll see.
And is this jump is your most important in your career, or you have another?
I have quite a few jumps that's going far that I really like, and yeah, my record in Planitza, first time ski flying, my record in Vikersund, and of course the jump in Zakopane. It's a few jumps I'll never forget. So yeah.
And on Twitter, you made it what we think about the team competition, the qualification and ski flying in the Continental Cup. What is your opinion on this?
I haven't thought too much about it, but like ski flying COC would be really cool. Like if it could be possible to have something together with the World Cup, like the same weekend or something, like that would be really cool. And yeah, of course, team events as well. Just a few competitions in the season would have been really cool to have. And like ski jumping is an individual competition, but as a nation, you want to be able to do something together as well. So yeah, it would be cool to have it in the COC.
And do you think such a thing will work out?
What?
So, with your perspective, do you think such a thing will work?
Yeah, I think it would. And yeah, like there have been one ski flying competition in the COC once before. And I know there's been a few team competitions as well, so it would be cool to have it back.
Okay, so we also have a question about the time changes, because there are several competitions also this season where the time will be different than the one you have in Norway. Do you feel any changes physically or mentally?
I've just had one competition with like a big time difference, and that was Lake Placid this summer, and yeah, that wasn't too hard because like we just stayed awake for like a very long time and went to bed in the US when it was night, so that wasn't too hard. But I've heard like Japan and the opposite time changes is more difficult, so we just need to try to start to change it a little bit before we go, and yeah, try to make it as good as possible.
And this question is on your fan on Twitter. Ask you if you have found regular sponsor.
If I have some sponsors for myself?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. I have a few here in where I'm from, and I have two quite big sponsors as well. One in Oslo and one in Trondheim.
Okay, so now maybe a little bit different question, because it's not about ski jumping, but about formula. So are you interested in it, and if so, who do you support?
Yeah, I'm a big fan of Formula One. And like I had this sponsorship with Red Bull, so of course I like Red Bull and Max Verstappen. But Lando Norris is also a guy I really like.
Okay. And we still at the end to know your predictions to who will win the Four Hills and the Crystal Ball.
David Kubacki is looking strong for the overall this season, but yeah, in the overall everything can happen. But I will see in the Four Hills. Halvor was really good today, and but like there can happen so much. So It's hard to tell, but I think it stands between 3 people, and that's Stefan Kraft, Graner, and Kubacki.
Okay, so maybe one more question about your favorite ski jumper all of the time. Who is your favorite?
My favorite is Gregor Schledensauer. Like, since I was a kid, I looked up to him, and when I was like, I don't know, 11, he was in Norway for this TV show, and I had the chance to meet him, and he's a guy I'm really looking up to, and the things he's achieved is just crazy.
So thank you so much for answer our questions. We are really happy you are able to. Yeah, and we are cheering for you, and we wish you all the best in your career.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Thank you.